How do you feel about this sound? Soothing, right, to the ears? And it does give you that feel of dream. This is a guess of what we're going to read next. We have this book. It's called Dream. And it's about a tale of wonder, wisdom, and wishes. And not forgetting, we have 2 new characters, not really new. One is the one that you saw previously. Yay! Oh, that's Goose. And it's brought along an identical twin that looks so much older than him. It's Gus. He looks a little tattered and torn. He's a bit shy to come up, but he hopes that he will accept him, and that you will love them equally much. Okay, so very old one, and both are my son's favorite toys. He uses as security toys in his bedtime, and they are here because they have a dream too. What's your dream? To explore the Antarctica. And we are going to go along together. I'm going to piggyback my brother, and whatever he can't fulfill, I will do it. Right, guys? Oh, thank you. Right. And let's find out a little more about the story. And also, they are very interested to hear how they can fulfill their dreams through the solutions in the book here. So let's read it all together. And let's go. Okay, what you have just heard is the sound of this Koshi chime. It's to simulate the effect of dreams. We shall move on to this book, which consists of winner of 11 awards, and it has the top world's 15 illustrators for this book. It is a tale of wonder, wisdom, and wishes by Susan V. Bosak. Dreams. When you are dreams, it's all in the space of magic. What is it like to be in a world of dreams? Let's have a look at the story now. Well, it's an internationally acclaimed artist, and we just have to see their illustrations as we describe this book. Okay, we'll start off with this picture first. This beautiful picture of a baby. You see this mobile, the musical mobile. It's like when you hear the mobile, you might play sounds that sounds like this. You know, when you spend time with a baby, you are lost in another world. It's a place where dreams reside. I started out just like you. Once, long ago, when all the stars were born, I was a baby. My favorite color was yellow, the color of the sun that peeked in my window in the morning. When you are a baby, you are cuddled and comforted in your own cozy little world. You smiled and giggle and fuss and cry and get fed and needs changing and sleep and dream. So there's a little quote here at the bottom that says, "We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time." It's by T.S. Eliot. It says, "Dream a dream with me." Can you see that? Let's see what happens. Now the story turns to red. You can see this baby has grown up, means performing an upside down, looking at you through upside down. Have you done this in your life? When you look at the world from upside down, what does it look like? When my legs began to take me places, my favorite colors were bright, like rip-roaring red. There's a whole world to explore, watching bubbles burst in your bath, tasting honey on toast, smelling every single flower in the garden, listening to laughter and thunder, touching your mother's face and your very own toes. And there is another quote here. It says, whoever would one day learn to fly must first learn to stand and walk and run and climb and dance. One cannot fly into flying. By Friedrich Nietzsche. Wow, this is a very book of wisdom. Practical wisdom of learning how to walk, to stand before you fly. And see how the book has changed. Now this is another beautiful artist who drew these pictures. It looks so real. There's this boy here. It looks like a photograph, isn't it? And in this itself, there are many different characters inside their book. Maybe it comes from this book itself. You can see the Monkey King, Sun Wukong. You can see Aladdin, the magic lamp. We also see this, I think is a princess. I'm not sure whether you can identify who she is. Well, we have a bird who's talking with her. We also have this Lady Spider, we have a fairy, and we have Wizard of Oz. You can see over here the Tin Can Man, the Scarecrow. We have the tortoise and the hare, and this is Jack and the Beanstalk, okay, and so on. See whether you can recognize the rest of the characters. And this is what it says. As I got bigger, my favorite colors were those of a rainbow, like the violet arc across the sky, so real I could almost reach up and touch it. There's a whole world to imagine. Castles in your backyard, pumpkins transformed into gilded carriages, fairy friends who play with you all day, monsters that crouch in dark corners at night, wishes you make on stars. The possible slow fuse is lit by the imagination, by Emily Dickinson. Beautiful, isn't it? And what's next as this child grows up? I can see this picture is so interesting. We have a couple here. We have lots and lots of paths and routes to take. It's a beautiful pen and paper ink art. It was a teenage time. When I became a teenager, I liked blue. Does it sound familiar? Everyone likes blue. There's a whole world to figure out. You'll think about finally growing up, who you are, what's important, where you're going, why you're going there, when the right time is, how it all fits together. And you think about having a good time along the way. And here's a quote that says, "The difficulty in life is the choice," by George Moore. And it makes sense. In teenage time, it's all about choices. So you see all these is all about choices to make. Which road do you want to take? Or you want to explore all of that, right? So teenage is a very exciting age. And it's all true about blue. If you're a teenager or you recall the times when you're a teenager, was that your favorite color too? So now we have a new picture here. Oh, there's tons of black. And she still looks happy. She's just having a scroll, walking up to the top of the mountain. but the picture looks a bit black. We also have got some dreams in the background, like where to go. Okay, let's see what happens. Then I was a grown-up, young and strong. My favorite colors were simply black and white. It was easy to tell yes from no. There's a whole world to conquer, and you know exactly what you want. To make your own way, to be okay, to belong, to know things, to be you, and to make a mark on the world. And all that came before, so to make an impact. It is not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves, by Sir Edmund Hillary. He's the first person to climb Mount Everest. So he has a wisdom to share. You want to conquer is about yourself, self-understanding, knowing you. And it's all true, isn't it, as a young adult? No wonder his color is all black and white. Beautiful. Wow, this is the next picture. Oh my god, there are lots of famous people, right? You can see this. This one I know is Beethoven. You know him? This one looks like Albert Einstein. We have all the rest. Can you recognize all of them? So it's like Charlie Chaplin. Well, who can you tell? We have some more in the background, long ago. That looks like Qing Dynasty, Qin Shi Huang. The one who was looking for the longevity pill. You see him holding one. Okay, I'm gonna leave this to you to go figure out each of these characters. It's a beautiful one. Great men and great women, some famous, most not. You cannot hope to build a better world without improving the individuals. To that end, each of us must work for our own improvement and at the same time share a general responsibility for all humanity. By Marie Curie. Well, that's great wisdom, isn't it? First, you start with yourself. Then, you talk about supporting at the same time humanity as a whole. So that ties in a lot with my Gene Keys as well. You can actually refer to that for the week and see a connection. Great ideas, the impossible made possible. Look at all these inventions, from candles to television to computers to mobile phones to books, a lot of things, even circuits, right? Okay, so these are some of the inventions: screwdrivers, drill bits. Well, we have lots of things here. And I think you can continue to identify some of these things that you see, like the microscope or the telescope, and more things, even a telephone. One small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind, by Neil Armstrong. Okay, he was the one who took the first step on the moon. Okay, it's amazing, and that's what he has got to share. So this is rocket. Great hopes and joys, fears and sorrows, and all the living in between. So more dreams and inventions. Can you see all the hopes and joys? Humor. We have also heroes, knights, the nurturer. We have the creative, the musician, basically the joker, or we call it the one who creates humor, joker, right? And of course the one who enforces rules. Well, all these, I call it like archetypes, they all live in us, by the way. And this is a quote that I have to share with you. It's by Martin Luther King Jr. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. Isn't it amazing? Obviously not to be judged by color. We also hope that one day it will happen, that everyone will be embraced just who they are. And let's take a look at this next beautiful art. Beautiful. We see the eyes here. And it appears to me, let's see what you can tell from these eyes, because to me, they look like eyes of fear. You can see under some blanket, there's some furrows, okay, like frowns, and there is a compass telling direction. So what does it say? But as the days became years that spun by, my simple black and white world turned grey, the color of a dismal day. You hear so many voices. No way, they said. You're dreaming. Or to yourself, you say, things weren't supposed to be this way. You get tired, or maybe confused or scared. Maybe there's just too much. Too big, too long, too hard, and all you want to do is hide your head under the covers of your bed. And I can explain this picture, isn't it? And what is the quote that comes with it? In dreams begin responsibility, by William Butler Yeats. Okay, so it's no longer so idealistic like, these dreams of the great hopes and joys, fears and sorrows, or inventions and ideas, or even being a great person of your time, or leaders of some sort making big impact, right? You get scared. Okay, so it happens along the way of life. And what else? Look at that. She's still under the covers, but it looks like there's some hope there. The compass have changed colors, and so are the eyes. It's more defined and no longer frowning. Let's see what it says. It was grey, grey, grey. I didn't like the grey. Then something happened. It will always happen if you are looking. It might be a smile, a wink, a nod from someone you don't know. It might be a hug from someone who loves you. It might be a word or an idea carried on the wind from others, or it might be a little nudged from deep inside you. Get up, and then you understand the secret to dreaming a dream that is. Okay, what does it mean? Let's see whether you can get any meaning from the quote. What inspired this character? It says, it is better to light a candle than to curse the darkness. It means that we do not want to blame. It might be better to be a solution rather than being a problem, to hold hope and to light up the way yourself, isn't it? So this is by Eleanor Roosevelt. Ooh, beautiful picture. It's like a tree. You have become a tree. Beautiful one. It says, I was older and strong once again. My favorite color was green, the color of go and the color of grow. I understood that the world at its best is green. Dreams grow like seeds. They need to take root, then stretch towards the sun. They grow slowly. They must be tended to, and sometimes a gray day gives them just the rain they need. There's something else too. So he's saying that when you're living your dreams, it doesn't mean you have no difficulties at all. And the feelings of gray is all just part of the process. So what's part of the quote here? 100 million miracles are happening every day, by Oscar Hammerstein II. So it's from the lyrics. Is here lyrics? That's from a flower drum song. Beautiful, isn't it? Oh, I feel so inspired by this book. Look at now that it becomes a tree, but with fruits and flowers, and how it's supporting humanity. Beautiful, beautiful book, beautiful picture. Like, so just look at that one. It's benefiting so many people. And it says here, I understood that to grow a dream, you need more than the one I was. You need the belief of childhood, the do of youth, and the think of experience. You need all three: believe, do, think. That's the wisdom to feel a tooth. Simple and not so simple all at once. Believe, do, think. So, well, before we move on, the quote here says, chance favors only the mind that is prepared, by Louis Pasteur. Prepared what? Shouldn't we just let go? Or we do need to prepare every single thing? What does it mean? Okay, now here is the very O. Oh, yes, guys. That's you? Okay, he's saying that that's him. Okay, guys. We continue the story first, okay? Okay. Well, let's go. Now I am very, very old. My favorite color? Yellow. Isn't it the same one when you was born? The color of the billion stars that sparkled in the night sky. I have dreamed a lifetime of dreams. I reached many of them. Not all, but many. Many also changed along the way. What I have most are fine memories. When you are as old as I am, you still have dreams. But they are different. Mostly they are wishes for those who follow. And all that comes after. So it probably means that when the time is up, and we have done our part, the dreams of the rest of the future generations, as this character became a star, right? And what is the quote that goes with it? Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. By Langston Hughes. That's so sad. If we don't have dreams, we die. We are like a bird that can't fly. Do you believe in that? Have a thought about that one. Look up, up, up into those billion sparkling stars. What dreams do you find? Little dreams, big dreams, each a hope looking for a life to make it real. A life like yours. Be a dreamer, with everything around you, with everything before and after you, with everything that is you. Dream a dream. Your very own dream. And the star is watching him while he opens this whole box of dreams. Right? And how would you make this dream yours? Okay, I think we've come to the end of this book. And this is the illustrations that we see in these pictures by the different illustrators, all whom are great artists. Beautiful one. And each of it tells where these are from. In fact, each of these artists is painting their own dreams inside, and it's amazing how this author have gathered all these together to create this book. So it's like fulfilling the dreams of all the dreams of the artists along as well. It's beautiful. I hope you enjoy the story as much as me. So this book is part of a legacy to create, to connect, to change, and you can find it on legacyproject.org. Beautiful one. Okay, so we have come to the end, and I hope that you've enjoyed this story. And now we know why that Goose have brought Gus along, because there was this part that talks about the author becoming old but filled with wisdom and still filled with dreams. And well, doesn't mean old means no more useful. They also have got wisdom to share with the younger ones. Isn't it, Goose? Yeah. So, okay. Gus, do you think you have dreams? Yes. Gus said yes. What are your dreams? He wants to travel around the world as well, just like Goose. Do you think you have a chance to? He's looking at his own tattered eyes that looks like eyebrows. Do you think you can still swim? He's not so sure. But then he feels inspired. It doesn't mean all have no inspirations. Goose, do you think you will be able to support Gus to get there? Gus! Look at that. Hey, these are actually TY beanies, by the way. So, well, he may be old, but he has a lot of wisdom to guide the younger one so that they can travel together, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. So they say absolutely. And, well, early on, Goose said that he wants to travel to the Atlantic Oceans. Isn't right? Yeah. So, with Gus' help, we'll get there. Yeah. So, they believe in wishes and they believe in dreams. So how about you? Regardless of age, I'm sure you have got dreams too. And are you taking action right now? Or making an inch closer to getting to your dreams too? Well, do share in the comments below. How far away are you from your dreams, or are you living your dreams right now? And you can even share with me also what are some of your dreams that you have. I'm sure you do have them. And I'll be very happy to be able to converse with you on that as well. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed the story of this fall series, and hopefully they have also inspired you to continue to go ahead in this year of 2026 to take a step closer to reaching out to those dreams.